Alrighty. Hello, everybody. So, this was actually a personal request. A friend of mine was like, hey, you should use Terrafly, because I just think it's so cool. So, that is what we're doing today, is checking out Terrafly. Now, it's actually a very specific set. So, it's a normal, brawny, nimble, drudge set, but the TPs are very specific. So, basically, the 120 health is for icicle traps. The 44 energy, I believe, is for 240, or 250, sorry. The 8 melee defense is the leftovers that you get after not being able to put into health, so you don't get 3 shot by icicle traps, or so you don't get 2 shot, or 4 shot, sorry. And then the speed is so then after +1 you outspeed Nimble Leviatros. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing today. And yeah, today has been meh for me. It really has not been anything that I would brag about. I mean, it hasn't really been that interesting, though I have a really funny story to tell. It involves a mouse and it involves a mouse, I'll say that. So, let's see how this battle's gonna go. I'm not feeling too confident in this squad. I feel like I would really like Cramboss here, but it's just these two, Ika and Hunter, that are making me just like, how do I win? How do I kill the Ika? But I have a funny story to tell. So, my chair is too squeaky. I need, like, WD-40. I need everything possible to make this thing not yell all the time. But, that's for another time. So, that is gloves. So, I went downstairs last night shortly after recording my video. And as I'm running downstairs, I see my sister in the pantry, and there's a bunch of towels on the floor. And I'm like, what happened? So she tells me, help. So I'm like, okay, what's wrong? And she says, there's a mouse in the kitchen. And I'm like, oh, I understand it now. So I pretty quickly figured out why my sister was incredibly distressed, right? She said she saw the tail poking out of a basket, and I was like, okay, let's go do this. So she tells me that she already rearranged some stuff in the pantry to try and get the mouse out. Unsuccessfully, it didn't work, and she tried to get our cat to go in the pantry as well. When that didn't work, she didn't really know what to do. So basically, when I'm there, I'm like, all right, let's do this. I go get my cat, pick her up, put her in the pantry, close the door, and then my sister pushes the towels under the little crack of the door, so then can't run away, right? The mouse can't just be like, you know? So, continuing on with that, I get my cat, and I start moving stuff around in the pantry. And my cat is, of course, she wanted to leave. She was like, I need to leave, because she was kind of freaked out, because I guess she's not used to me getting her in the pantry and then asking her to get rid of a mouse, right? She's already anxious enough as it is being downstairs, just because my grandma's cat lives down there, and my grandma's cat is like is an actual demon. She's really mean when she is in a bad mood. So continuing on, we're in the pantry and I'm moving stuff. My cat wants to leave, but then all of a sudden she hears a little like squeak. A little squeak. And it's like, she goes like, wanting to leave to, what's that? So she sneakily walks up and sees what it is. And then I see as the mouse jumps out and then runs behind another basket that my cat is like, help, let me in, let me in. So she keeps like punching the wall to let her in. So I'm like, I got you. So I start moving the basket. And then without hesitation, through the smallest sliver imaginable, my cat forces her head through and then just goes like, and then she nabs the mouse in her mouth, and then she ran outside. And that's the story about how we caught the mouse. Yep, that's what we did and how we did it. And it wasn't all that bad. It was, does this thing run Chili Chomp, Thunder Chomp, Vice Jaws, Mega Chomp, Blaze Chomp? Worried. How do I win? I think Terrafly is going to be the way we win. One Drudge, we win the game. Especially now that Terraclaw's chipped. I think we can sack this. What we need to do is, yeah, we need to stack Loomy. But yeah, that's pretty much the highlight of what's been going on with me. I didn't actually get a drawing done before I recorded today. I kind of, I guess, lost track of time. I guess that's probably the right thing there. I just haven't done any drawing today. I've mostly just been vibing, I guess. Not been a whole lot of stuff going on, so it's been relatively uninteresting. That's definitely the word I can use there, is uninteresting. Okay, I'll slap. See what item I get rid of. Like, if it's boots on Halvantic, I will gladly get rid of that. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Arcane Odyssey. We tried to go hunt, like, the really big squid monster, and then it didn't really work. Basically, the Arcane Odyssey has this, like, dark sea system, where you can go out beyond the borders of the map and then explore, like, an ocean of insanity. Literally, you start getting schizophrenia out there, and through that there is this secret boss that you can fight at the tier 3 of the insanity called the Omen. There's 3 tiers to the boss. There's the base Kraken, which is like, you know what a Kraken is. It's a big octopus that's just like, I'm squaring up. It's an octopus, right? Then there is there was the Omen, or not the Omen, the giant Kraken, which you can find in tier 1 and 2 of Insanity, or the Dark Sea, basically. And then, yeah, that's it, I think. Oh, can I drudge and win the... No, I don't know if I can drudge and actually win the game right now. I want to slap, if I can at all possibly slap. I might live this, because Grooming Line is tanky. No more Volt Shell for you. For you. For you. Alright, that just means that Gargolem attack just kind of kills this thing now, which is nice. I think Gargolem attack should just win the game at this point, but I want to try to win with Terrafly, so I might switch it in here and then Drudge and then go for the Baneful Bash. Then I'd have the +1 and then I can outspeed the Halvantic, maybe. Depends if my speed's enough, but it should be enough because 200, yeah, should be enough. I'm going to Briar Block to see if I can be annoying. Get more health, you know, waste his energy more. But yeah, it's been a vibe for me. Vibe kind of day. I don't really know what to draw today. I feel like it's interesting because my whole goal of this month was to learn basic shapes and shading and coloring. And I think that I've gotten to the point where I can shade pretty well. Alright, let's do this. See if this works. I got to the point where I can shade pretty well. It's really kind of my problem with proportions, I think. When I drew marks, the head was not a big enough size for me. I didn't particularly... I wasn't like, oh, this is perfect. You know, it was a little bit of a small thing. So it's like, I can tell when I'm like, I'm not super happy with this at the very end, but I'm still happy with how far I've gotten, or gone, from draw... Oh my god. That hurts. Goodness. We have Web Shell, actually. I don't know if this boots thing would outspeed me. This is why we saved Gargolem. I don't know, but let's see. Parasite should always kill, though. If the 120 speed here doesn't outspeed Halvantic, the set sucks. This might be it. We're good. All right, and yeah, because of the Web Shell, we get the Parasitize boost and all that. Okay, it's a little too hot in my room. I'm gonna turn it on to the second faster setting so I can not die of heat, basically. Now we rough up and we win the game. I think he just sacked off the Wendolin too quickly. I mean, I was always clicking Jetstream on Terrafly because it would always kill. So, hey, Terrafly Victory Royale. Alrighty, here we go into our next one. I know I've talked about it a lot, but this is like one of my favorite purchases I've made in so long. Like, it's so comfortable. I can wear a shirt under it, so I can be different colors, you know. I like this. I actually really do like how strong Cramboss can be here, especially if I could get just my perfectly neutral Prime / off at +6 on everything. Because that can never switch. Yeah, I mean, Cramboss after 1+1 wins the game, and I can get up Poison Barbs early if at all possible. The second I see Pyrolin, it's on site, Showcase Carry. It's on site. I guess every time I open up these Loomian things, I should just do this. Just so you guys can all see what I use, you know, when I do this. I know a lot of people get curious about what I'm using. So just pause it if you want to see the TPs and stuff. Oh, it's Gamma. That's cool. Hello. I got a text message. Ah, I see. I'm just gonna... I mean, I don't know what I wanted to do here. I'm pretty sure I brought a Bobelisk. So yes, this thing literally poses no threat. I Briar Block. I see what he do. I see. Barbs. That was the most useless Briar Block I've ever done. Okay. Let's just Poison Barb then. The real question is, why are they using base form Gargolem, right? You know, I really wanted this thing a bit healthy to deal with the freaking Wendelin, but it's okay. It doesn't need to be that healthy. It does not need to be that healthy. Alright, I'm just going to Briar Block to get a bit more health amulet back before I swap to Waba. Yeah, we get a little bit of health back. But yeah, Roblox rolling out that chat thing, apparently, like... I know this is... I saw this on Twitter, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. Apparently the stock market or something went plummeted or something. I don't know. I don't know if it was true or not, but like I saw it go from like negative... It was like a -73, and I'm like... I feel like they really gotta revert this or do something about it. Because, look... I can very easily verify my age, and they claim that they instantly delete whatever, they instantly delete the photo that they use, and I'm like, I don't think so. So I don't know, to me it's just not something that I'm really gonna trust in. I don't trust in whatever Roblox is putting down. So this is annoying, all these freaking barbs. This guy sucks. It's annoying. I should have just gone into Cramboss as quickly as I could. Like, I should have just switched in Cramboss immediately and then went for Battle Chime. And then, like, what was he really going to do? I don't really know if he was double Earth moves or whatever. But, anyway, I think that this update's probably going to get reverted because you can't chat and do trades with people anymore. So trading just dies in any game, and it forces you to go on to other platforms, which is what Roblox is trying not to do, right? Though we are all learning Morse code. You see, you move slightly to the side, that's the long line. You jump, and that's the dot. We can all learn Morse code, okay? We all can, and we can make the best out of this really bad situation. Speaking of really bad situations, I'm not particularly fond of this Garbantus one. Whatever. I should I'm not gonna live, but I lived. Wow, that Garbantus is garbage. The heck? What are you running? It made you not kill that. Are you a Gargolem one-trick wonder? Is that what this is? Was the did you click every right move on Gargolem only for it to go catastrophically wrong now? You had this the whole time, you didn't go into it? That's a red flag. I'm suspicious now. Suspicious. But yeah, I think Roblox probably gonna roll back. I don't know if they would roll back, but like, this is not good. They have been under fire for so long, and they have been doing every wrong thing for such a long time at this point that it might be too far gone. I don't really know. What really sucks as well is like Roblox is like a fun platform for people to create things, and then like new stuff comes out. It's a cool platform, right? It's just, oh my god, some of these people suck at this. Okay, nice. He can't out rejuvenate my wave wreckers, which is nice. They kind of suck. I mean, you can't out rejuvenate this. You just watched me deal. Yeah, you're dead on the next turn now. Like, okay, if you ever take more than half of your health from a super effective move on something like, let's say, Pyrolin, never, ever go for the rejuvenate fight. You're not winning that. If you ever take half health on something and you have rejuvenate as an option, do not click it. You lose more health, you lose energy, you give your enemy a tempo. You can't do that. It's just a bad idea. Don't give enemies, like, he hasn't, I don't think right now I have a no, I think I'm up in terms of like tempos. If you're confused about what I mean, I can explain it. A tempo in this game is basically an extra step ahead. So yeah, we has 2 Loomians dead, and I have still all my 5. I'm up on the tempo because I have more options I can do, and it's not the best. I don't really know how to explain a tempo. I know what it is, but it's really hard to explain. It's basically having more turns to execute your plan, if that makes sense. I guess it's kind of like against the Pyrolin, whenever he went for rejuvenate after I wave record, that was pointless. He did nothing, it accomplished nothing, and I just gained stuff out of that interaction. That, I guess that's a better example to explain the tempo. I weave that, right? I was really hoping I would dodge that because I don't see what else Terrafly can do this game. Okay, well, you can't really kill this, and if I soul burst, you would have to thunder strike. You'd have to thunder strike, right? Yeah. And I can't battle chime because I'd take half. So we just have to go for a primal. And do we still? Okay, we might be fine. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see what he's rocking. Why did I not soul burst is the real question. It literally completely slipped my mind to not soul burst. Like, that completely slipped my mind. I would have taken majorly less damage here, but it literally just slipped my mind. Like, I can soul burst? Nah, let's not do that. Yeah, I would have taken so much less damage, man. Just completely forgot. Oh, we're fine. Okay. He has to Mega Chomp, or it's just completely over, right? And if he Mega Chomps, I get to go into Grimy Line, which then just Briar blocks on Dazzling Barrage. Unless he predicts it, but even then I have Sharp Edges, which they would take too much damage. So I go... I don't know. I guess we're going to see if it's Dazzling Barrage. If you get stuck in Dazzling Barrage, it's game over, right? But yeah, I like Terrafly. I don't know if I like Web Shell, though. I think it's okay, but, like, I personally... Okay, wait. This is gonna be a little closer than I wanted it to be, but let's get as much health back on Illuminami as possible. Wait, no. This is at the very start of the game. It faded away my Wobblisk. No, that was last game, right? That was last game. No. This just came in. So yeah, that means I just do this and I get as much health back as I can. I don't know if that actually is gonna give me more health. I don't think it will, actually, thinking about it now. It probably won't. But we'll see. Ow. Okay. Ow. Okay. Oh man, he's close. Okay, so I'm just going to go out on a limb here and assume that you're specialty locked. I got like 11 more health out of that. Peak. Yeah, but no, Terrafly wouldn't have really been able to do anything at this point. Only thing it would have been able to do is win the game faster if I dodged the Typhoon. If he was like, wait, and Terrafly was like, we would have been good, but we weren't, unfortunately. But hey, not too bad, you know, GG. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Route 9. I'm just kind of sad I can't really communicate with people anymore. It really sucks because communicating with you guys was always fun, but now I gotta, I don't know, it's really sad, but I guess you guys gotta let me know about things that are going on. So yeah, okay, here's what we're gonna do, okay? If you ever see me in adventure mode, generally I'm at Rally Ranch around like this time, like 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. like my time. I'm generally on either rallying or recording. If I'm rallying, I'm in a private server because I can't ask people to move their Loomians to check my rallies. So if you ever see me there, here's what we're gonna do. Go on your mount and then spin in a circle and then stop and then dismount, and I don't know, that'll say hi, okay? So you mount, spin, dismount. That'll say hi. We're learning a new language, y'all. We got this.